Hello everybody, today Blue Team will be presenting the sustainability field, as well as how it connects to accounting and certain career paths that are available in this field. Before we begin the presentation, I would like to introduce our team. First, we have myself, Kristina Valyuhovskaya, as the team leader, Lucas Bowen as our tech director, and Jose Gutierrez as our lead designer. So sustainability plays an important role in accounting, the general business world, and in society as a whole. Sustainability can basically be described as the triple bottom line, the bottom line referring to a company's net income, and this includes three aspects: profit, people, and planet. Sustainability accounting generally measures, analyzes, and reports a company's environmental and social impact, which can be referred to as its ESG, or environmental social governance information. Ultimately, sustainable companies are the most profitable companies because they are efficient and they comply with corporate sustainability. The Chief Sustainability Officer position, in particular, works with stakeholders to evaluate and figure out which sustainability policies need to be implemented, and this reflects on working capital, operations, income, and stockholders, as they are interested in financial statements that basically reflect longevity. A company's sustainability policies can take various forms in the business world. Like I mentioned before, they increase efficiency for the business. Sales increase when companies make eco-friendly products, which appeals to consumers. Things like employee retainment can improve when companies provide time off, adequate breaks, and a clean, eco-friendly workspace for employees. Business operations can improve through the use of renewable energy, reducing the carbon footprint, even when companies invest in plastic-less packaging. And ultimately, all of this also causes less PR problems for companies and causes them to lose less money figuring out and dealing with complaints. Last but not least, in general society, it's no secret that corporations have a lot of power when it comes to politics, as well as social issues. They have the power, and you can even argue the responsibility, to promote sustainable industries. For example, palm oil is used in everything. Unilever, a consumer products company, in 2008, worked with its competitors, worked with the government and several social groups to adapt a industry-wide sustainable palm oil policy. And this is only one of the examples of what companies can do when they advocate for certain industries. Companies also have political power, as we know. They can contribute to campaigns, they can lobby, they can make political statements that show where they stand. And after everything that I've listed, the most important point is probably that people trust sustainable companies. Customers buy products from sustainable companies, investors invest in sustainable companies, and this trust basically comes from the idea that companies are not only investing in the present, but they are investing in a future that benefits everybody.
The role of Chief Sustainability Officer is primarily heard about in publicly traded companies, and that is because aside from actually dealing with a company's ESG, they actually also serve as a checkmark to investors. And to explain a little bit more of what I mean by that, I want to read a quote from the Financial Times, which actually says, I quote, 1/3 of institutional investors want to hear from a company's head of ESG on sustainability topics, including supply chain risks, employee health and safety, and impact on climate change, end quote. Now, this position is expected to grow and has already been growing in the past, with 2011 only having 29 CSOs in publicly traded companies, and that number having grown to 95 CSO positions in publicly traded companies in the year of 2020. And if you're interested in knowing, the majority of CSO positions in publicly traded companies are actually made by women, with 54% of CSO positions in publicly traded companies being filled by women.
There are many professional organizations and standards in regards to sustainability, the most prominent of which is the ISSP, also known as the International Society of Sustainability Professionals. This organization has had many collaborations with other organizations like it. The ISSP's mission is quoted to be: the ISSP empowers professionals to advance sustainability in organizations and communities around the globe. Data provided by LinkedIn shows that the ISSP has around 1 to 10 employees. Though they aren't a large company, they have significant influence. The ISSP's charter is that of a government board, which has been given oversight for the ISSP as well as their actions. In regards to professional certifications and publications, to be a Chief Sustainability Officer, you typically need a degree in a sustainability background, like business administration or social sciences. Those who have many certifications are typically looked more favorably upon. Some certifications that you may receive are the certifications from the ISSP, as mentioned in the previous slide, and the BREEAM certificate. It's recommended that you continue your education to get a master's degree, as that's considered a certification. Along with that, the ISSP offers many programs that certify you in specific areas of sustainability fields.
Education requirements for the sustainability field for entry-level jobs generally include a minimum of a bachelor's degree in various majors. Compliance officers, for example, will usually have degrees in finance, business, criminal justice, or the like. Environmental compliance officers specifically will probably have a degree in an environmental science or any related field. Long-term or senior positions, such as the Chief Sustainability Officer, do require a master's degree, preferably in an environmental science field, once again, such as biology. Additional experience or skills, apart from certifications, usually include 2 to 4 years of actual work experience for the compliance officer position, and it is considered a strength to have an environmental compliance specialization. Lead institutions for corporate sustainability degrees include Harvard, the University of Pennsylvania, and Cornell University. They have a variety of choices in terms of concentrations, and they do provide specific programs where students can work with real companies and solve real issues.
Now, it's a little difficult to pinpoint where exactly to begin your career in order to become a CSO, and that is because entry-level jobs can vary heavily, heavily vary. We know with one example being Christina Kloberdans, who began her 24-year career at IBM as a marketing manager, and now she is, she is a CSO at McDonald's actually. And marketing is interesting because it actually holds a sustainability job within itself, which is a sustainability marketeer, which you basically take charge of conveying to the public, whether it be social media or articles, what your company is doing in terms of its ESG. And another example is Nicole Johnson Hoffman, who began her career as a lawyer at a meat processing plant, and now she is actually the Chief Sustainability Officer at the OSI Group, which is in charge of actually overseeing all meat processing plants around the world. And if you attain an education specifically in sustainability, you'd actually be looking more of a mid-level job in this career path as your entry-level job. And this can include sustainability consultant. You'd use your expertise and what you've learned about sustainability and help implement that into a company. But you'd still be reporting to upper-level management, which includes a sustainability manager or a program officer. And these three jobs have similar salaries that range from $80,000 to $85,000. Which all of them actually report to the top job in this career path, which is a Chief Sustainability Officer. And just so you have more of an idea of how much experience you need, 26% say they had 6 to 8 years of background work related to sustainability. 19% said they had 2 to 4 years, and another 19% said they had over 10 years. So in conclusion, a company has a great impact on environmental and social issues around the world, or their ESG, and CSOs help to oversee that, and they try to maximize the efficiency and benefit of their ESG for all stakeholders, whether it be customers, investors, or just the general public. And again, you do not need to be a science whiz to become a Chief Sustainability Officer. And I say this because the word sustainable has been hijacked by green or eco, but in reality, sustainability just means if a company is producing a great product or service, has great management, and is making all their stakeholders happy, again, whether that be being investors or customers or just the general public, all while performing and producing within planetary bounds. And this position is expected to grow. And so I hope you've enjoyed our presentation, and I hope you're considering becoming a CSO in the future. Thank you.